Chicago, 2011. A cop is murdered. Police and prosecutors swear they have the trigger man. He swears he didn't do it. How far will each side go to prove they're right?
Like it's just one bombshell after another, where you're like, what?
The story of a PlayStation, a brain-eating amoeba, and the relentless pursuit of justice. Off Duty, out now. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
This message comes from Jackson. Taxes aren't something you can only think about once a year. With investments, planning for tax day is year-round. Fortunately, Jackson offers tax-efficient products. Visit jackson.com for more information on how our products can make your tax bill a little bit less painful. Jackson is short for Jackson Financial Incorporated, Jackson National Life Insurance Company, Lansing, Michigan, and Jackson National Life Insurance Company of New York, Purchase, New York.
Howdy, howdy, ho, and welcome to Fantasy Fan Fellas. I'm Hayden, producer of the Fantasy Fangirls podcast and your resident lover of all things Sanderson.
And I'm Steven, your bookish internet goofball, but you can call me the Smash Daddy.
And we are currently deep diving Brandon Sanderson's fantasy epic, Mistborn. But here's the catch. Steven here has not read Mistborn before.
That's right, hey. So each week, you'll get my unfiltered, raw reactions to every single chapter.
And along the way, we'll do character deep dives, magic explainers, and Steven will even try to guess what's next. Spoiler alert, he'll be wrong.
Newsflash, I'm never wrong. Episodes come out every Wednesday, and you can find Fantasy Fan Fellas wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Psych Legal Pop Podcast. This is a podcast where we talk about popular culture through the lens of an attorney and a therapist. I'm Tess Brigham. I'm the therapist.
And I'm Brooke Brigham. I'm the attorney.
And today we are back with The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. This is episodes 7 through 10 of the 4th season. Yes. What a show.
Finally finishing this show, 5
years later.
After everybody else has already discussed it.
Yes, we are fingers on the pulse, people. Fingers on the pulse.
Yes. Well, I guess we have the unique perspective of talking about it with, through the lens of everything that's still happening on a daily basis here.
Yes, there's more about this show and what's going on with the show than anything else. I mean, it might be my algorithm and I can't get out of it or what, but it feels like this is all I see on my feed. I'm like, how did I get here?
There is something happening every day. Something comes out, somebody cheated on somebody kissed somebody, I don't know. We're still trying to figure out, what is going on with Taylor.
Yeah.
And Dakota and, who's the victim here? There's a lot of debate about that.
They're both victims and they're both perpetrators.
Yeah.
I mean, like everyone wants to, I know this isn't a popular opinion because everyone wants to say, well, this is all Dakota's fault. Now, listen, is everything that Dakota's doing, does he instigate? Does he push and push Taylor? I absolutely. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he knows her buttons and he pushes them. My point is that, Taylor, the job of us as individuals is to learn not to get pushed by those buttons. Mm-hmm. That's, and that's everything in life. Because if we were pushed by every button, we'd be like out on, that's when people were out on the freeway shooting people, I mean, we would be shooting each other in the face constantly if we were every time we got pushed. So that's my point. My point is that Taylor needs, and she's taking no ownership of that. And that's what bugs me.
Yeah. I mean, she just overreacts. I mean, that's the thing. If she did not want to be with him, was tired of him, wanted to be over him, truly wanted to start over and be the bachelorette, these things wouldn't be triggering her. Mm-hmm. She literally spent, an entire day on the phone, just calling people, asking what they knew about this and that, and Dakota and Shania, and when did they know, and why didn't they tell her? Like a crazy person. Like,
well, the other thing too is, guess what? I don't know anybody, male, female, that has not had a Dakota or a version of Dakota in various forms in different ways. We've all had at least a Dakota or half a Dakota or some kind of version of that. And I can't speak for other people, but yeah, I mean, some of us recognized it, said, this is toxic. This isn't good. I got to change this pattern. I got to change this. I can't keep doing this. And yeah, you have to let that person go, and it sucks and it hurts and it's painful. And, you're letting go of whatever dream you thought it was there. But yeah, that's the hard work. Like, that's being human. It's saying this person is triggering something inside of me, but this isn't good for me. And then you have to make that choice to, again, like I said, I'm in a healthy marriage. It is super boring. Super boring.
Yeah, you'd never get your own show.
I never get, it's so, like, do I know my husband's going to come home every night? Yeah. Do I know exactly how he's going to respond to things? Yeah. It's super, super boring. Life is not interesting. And I think some people you need to own that part of like, no, I'm not ready to let go of the craziness because I need that. It's like, if she just owned one part of it, I would be happy. If she just could say I'm struggling and if she just she's not vulnerable. I think that's the thing. I think people see her as very, very vulnerable, but in some ways she's very vulnerable, but she's not vulnerable in other ways.
Yeah. Well, and also we just sort of scratched the tip of the iceberg with her childhood trauma and this generational trauma through her parents. And that is very real. And we just got a glimpse of it in one of these episodes. I'm sure it's far worse.
Yeah.
Well, let's jump in, and then at the end we'll catch up to modern day, what's happening now, present day. So episode 7. So this is, excuse me.
Uh-oh. Brooke's dying here. Brooke's choking. Are you going to talk about the genealogist?
Oh God, sorry. Something happened. Okay. Well, no,
Brooke's back.
I had like, almost choked to death. Well, I feel like this episode, it was all about these men patting themselves on the back about how this gender equality, they're now like, taking care of children and the roles are reversed, and they're leaning into this gender equality for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, no. And the worst offender, okay, Zach is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
They show him, he's running after the kids, taking care of them while Jen is at Dancing with the Stars. And he's just talking about how, I don't mind doing this, that this is fine. And then he and Jen go out on a date night or something the next day. And he's like, I'm not trying to give you mom guilt, but, but the kids miss you, which is code for, I'm sick of doing this.
Yeah.
And he wants to go back to these gender roles. And he makes a comment about how he doesn't like seeing his wife dancing with another man in front of Cinderella's castle. It's like,
because God knows what could happen in front of thousands of people.
Yeah. And hello, you're doing a promo. You didn't just break out and start dancing with this man. You're doing a promo for the show. I mean, are you that fragile, Zach? That yes, he is. Yeah. You are threatened by this.
Well, I think that he went into the comment section, and I think some couple toxic men or whomever who is or someone commented. Mm-hmm. And I think it got under his skin. I don't think it takes much.
Yeah. But Jen, she has been supporting their family and supporting him and, his failed dreams for the last 5 years. And he has the gall over dinner that she's paying for to tell her that, he wants a more traditional family. It's like, okay, that's great, Zach. What are you going to do for work?
Yeah. Well, the other thing, no. It's they're not even saying that. He's saying to us he wants something more traditional. He wants to go back to when Jen was dealing with the kids and doing mom talk. Right. He wants to go to what Jordan has, which is just not working and having full-time nanny. Yeah. He doesn't, he's fine with this arrangement. He just doesn't want to be the one to take care of the kids all day because, guess what? 3 kids that young is super boring. And, you don't talk to other people. Oh, Zach, interesting. Mm-hmm. Interesting. You did not listen to one thing Jen ever said to you, ever.
No.
That shows you that he never got it.
Yeah. And I think that who's the other one who's kind of tired of the gender roles is Macy's husband.
Macy's or
not
Michaela's
Macy's husband, Jacob.
Oh, is he? He's not as bad as Zach.
He's not as bad as Zach, but he makes kind of some side comments. But yeah, no, the men are some of the men are feeling it, you know.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, and then Zach later in the episode he asks Connor for advice because Connor's really leaned into
yeah. Connor has leaned in as long as he can do his close-up magic.
Well, that's what he tells Zach. He's like, you got to find something for yourself. And he's like, I've discovered magic. I'm working on my magic. And
I mean, it's very sweet. It's very earnest. But all I could think was, oh my God, if you ever like, oh, that's quite the panty dropper. Some guy telling you he's working on his close-up magic. I'm working on my magic. It's like second only to you want to get on my unicycle. You know, I mean, there's just no. But yeah, I think that Zach really, I don't know what happened with him, but I don't know if this is who he's always been or if he really was like, you know what? Guess what? She can make so much more money than I ever can. And I got to just shut up about this. And, you know, maybe they can't afford a nanny because she's making so much goddamn money. So he's doing okay. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either. But it's funny to me. But Zach it's not funny. And also because Zach is very, very toxic. And he just gets worse as these episodes go on. But yeah, I know. I felt like when you compare him to like Jordan, you're like, oh, he's not so bad. But, you know, when you compare him to some of the other men in this group, he seems like the best. He and Connor seem like the better ones, but it's still the pickings are slim. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I would put Zach in the better one category. I mean, I think he and Jordan are kind of Jordan. I think they're fighting at the. Yeah. Yeah. Well, where's Dakota? Oh, well, Dakota, I put in a whole nother category because, I mean, he's not a husband. He has different issues than these other guys do. But yeah, he's his own category. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. Anyway. So they decide to have a pickleball. Yes. The men, mom talk versus dad talk. Yeah. So, but can we talk about this very sad 5-year anniversary dinner with Jordan and Jessi? I don't remember that. Yeah, no, because it's so sad. They go to dinner and basically they go to dinner to celebrate their 5-year anniversary. They have nothing to talk about. And the minute they start talking, like Jessi's about to break into tears. And then Jordan goes, I think we should renew our vows. And Jessi's like, you got to be kidding me. How did I miss this scene? Did I go to the bathroom or something? So sad. It was so sad. It was basically, what's sad about it is Jordan's there thinking, what's good content? Yeah. Literally, I don't care. Our own, we're going to get a vow renewal. It'll be a big story. Exactly. We should renew our vows. We're in this trouble. So this is he's thinking about what's a good storyline. And Jessi is just ready to lose her goddamn mind and she's like tearing up. It's not it's like renew your vows. Yeah. What? Well, yeah. Well, we all know, which we'll talk about more later, is that she's been wanting to divorce this guy for 4 years. Yes, of their 5-year marriage. She is thinking, oh my God, renew my vows. No, I'm trying to figure out how I can divorce you and not lose all my money. Yes, exactly. That's her number one priority. So, yeah. No, he wants to keep this grift going. He embraces staying home because, of course, he has a full-time nanny. Yeah, of course. So what else is he going to do? All right. What else happens? The pickleball game was, is this where it was revealed that, did Shania come to this pickleball game? Yes. But it's not revealed here. It's at the Western. Yeah. thing. Yeah. The pickleball game, honestly, I don't think happens does it happen in episode 7? Oh, no, does happen in episode 7. Sorry, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, it was just kind of, I don't know, everybody getting together, and I don't know. They just needed a scene. They needed a mom talk versus dad talk. I'm sure this was Jordan's idea.
Well, I think it was Macy's idea because she's the one that likes tennis or likes pickleball.
Her pickleball court? Isn't that at her house?
It's in her backyard. I guess people are just putting these up everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Whatever. It's not that exciting.
But it's a lot of like we go back to the scene with Zach and Jen. And I will say the thing that's interesting about Jen is Jen has gotten to the point now where, unlike where she was in the first season, I think she was very scared of, I don't want to lose this marriage. Who will I be? How will it be? And now Jen's like, listen, you motherfucker, listen, like, I'm fine without you. I can be fine without you. You want to be in this? You want to be out of this? Fine. And it's almost like she shuts him down. Like, no, like, I don't get, then leave. If you're not happy, then go. See ya. Bye.
She's like, it's my turn now.
Yeah.
Because she's been supporting him all this time. And because he says he just wants to go back to Utah and she wants to stay in California, which we find out they are staying, and she got a new TV show.
Yeah.
So she was going to do that regardless. She was not going to give in to his insecurities.
No. She got a taste of control. Like, she's gotten a taste of like, oh, this money gives me control and power. And they are flipping the patriarchy. They're basically saying, now you got to do what we want. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Or go get a job.
Yeah.
You know? So
all right.
Then this episode is also the beginning of Taylor and Leanne's Colorado trip.
Yeah. Oh God. That whole trip. You know,
it starts out very rocky. And then by the end of it, in the next episode, it's just sad. But yeah,
sorry. I was just going to say, Leanne's tough. Like, I'm not saying that I don't have empathy for Taylor, because I think that when you see Taylor with her mom, you're like, oh yeah, this is kind of why you're struggling so much. Because the thing is that anytime Taylor wants an answer from mom freaks out. Mom gets angry. Mom can never remain calm and just say, well, it's like this. She gets angry. She gets defensive. She gets, she's, it's like, oh, who does this look like? Oh, interesting.
No, they're two peas in a pod. I mean, they react exactly the same way. This is how Taylor has learned to communicate and learn how to interact with people and whatnot. And it's like, wow. I mean, so if you've had that ingrained in you your whole life, is that anytime someone asks you something, you just blow up at them. You don't want to talk about anything hard. You don't, you just sweep everything under the rug. And because Leanne does not want to go back to this place that was a source, obviously, of a lot of pain for her. And we don't even know the extent of that pain. And I was doing some math. Like, she was saying that she had Taylor when she was 17, which means she was like 16 or so when she got pregnant. And maybe even younger, maybe 15 when she met Taylor's dad. But when I'm jumping ahead a little bit here, but when they go and they talk with Taylor's dad's best friend, Steve, the way he's talking about the dad, I think the dad was a lot older because he had gone into the military, and it sounds like he got out of the military because he had a head injury. So if that's when he met Taylor's mom and she got pregnant, he would have been over 20 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. Now the timeline and how all this fits in, because it seems like she got pregnant and had Taylor, and then they were apart, and then maybe they tried to get back together, because then she talks about being 19 and the whole thing. Yeah. The timeline's very confusing.
Yeah. And he abused Leanne. He did drugs, had a drug problem. Never had any interest in seeing Taylor. They just happened to run into him one day at this coffee shop. And Leanne said, oh, your 4-year-old daughter is here. Do you want to meet her? And he's like, okay, sure. And that was one time they met. And
yeah. Well, oh no. So he had that car accident at 19. That's why the 19 jumps out at me. And he broke his neck. And then that's when he discovers coke and meth. So he had a terrible drug problem, but I guess it was stemming from the neck. From
the head injury, neck and head.
Yeah.
Injury.
And then I guess he OD'd once in 2015 and then he died in 2016. Just wow.
Huh. Yeah. And I guess the children that he had, they didn't want to meet with Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't blame them. I mean, especially on TV.
Yeah, I think it may be that, or maybe they've got some religious things, and the soft swinging in the show doesn't align with any of that. I mean, people have the right to say no, but it's like, well, why can't she go see them off camera? Isn't the bigger part of like helping Taylor versus, not everything needs to be on this show. So yeah, it's her and her mom are just the mom. I find I have a hard time watching that mom because you can see, and she's in pain. I'm not putting this on her, but she's in pain. But it's a little bit of, Leanne, you are the parent. You have got, like, I know this is painful for you, but she needs this. She needs to understand. She needs to understand where she came from. She needs to understand these things. And again, because it's too painful for you, you're not willing to do it. It's like, no, you're the parent. Yeah.
And I do think that there's also religious trauma here. And I'm sure she was shamed.
Oh, yeah.
For getting pregnant. And she made that comment that was just, I felt so badly for Taylor when she said that she thought maybe Taylor would have been better off if they had just given her up for adoption. Mm-hmm. And even if that thought is in your mind, you don't say that out loud to your daughter.
Yeah.
That's just painful. Yeah, it's pain. These two are painful to watch.
Yes.
But you can see a moment where Taylor does see her mother's pain and she does like shut up and just listen to her mom and soften a little bit. And it's like, yeah, do more of that. Mm-hmm. Do more of that softening and give your mom some grace.
Because they're repeating the same patterns. They're doing the same thing. And this is something that a lot of people do. I've done it too, which is you come at your kid with a lot of like lecturing anger of like, this is how it should be. And really, truly, all your kid needs in that moment is just for you to hug them, for you to just like, they don't need a lecture. Taylor knows what she's doing. Taylor knows this dysfunction. Doesn't mean she's going to stop it. But as long as you keep yelling at her about it, she's not going to be able to get out of this pattern.
Yeah.
So
that was a lot.
Yeah. All right. Now, where are we now?
Okay. Well, that was the beginning of episode 8. And then we move on to.
Now, this is when they go to the Red West in Utah, big event.
Yes. Well, first they go to, Layla and Mason go to New York City. And Layla, got, sure, because she's on the show, she got an appointment with some people at the Ford modeling agency. Mm-hmm. And they talk to her and they basically say, look, you would have to move to New York for at least 3 months so we could work with you and see what you got and see if this is going to work out. And obviously she can't do that because she has 2 little kids. But
she's most concerned about Mason coming and seeing her.
Yeah. She's like, how am I going to be able to spend time with Mason? And spoiler alert, they're now broken up.
Yes.
Yes. Which is probably a good thing because this guy, he's in no position to be, a stepfather or whatever to these little kids. She has a talk with him later about how she thinks that he doesn't really like her kids and is kind of hard on them and kind of acts like they're annoying to him. And I'm sure that's how he does feel.
Yeah. Well, and it's also, he's got that kind of, I mean, again, you've been with this guy how long, and you're already taking him with your kids to this play thing. And then, he's telling her, like, you keep saying 5 minutes, but it's more like 10. And then like that you're not doing, you're pushing the boundaries, or you're not sticking with your boundaries, or whatever it is. It's like, again, yeah, Mason, you may be right, but it's not your place to say it.
Yeah.
But the other part of it too is like, why are you introducing your kids to this guy?
And why
are we there yet? No.
And it's like, yeah. And why would you even take anything that, a 25-year-old says about parenting seriously? You just, tell them to shut the fuck up. Like, I'm going to parent my kids however I want. If you don't like it, you can leave.
Yeah.
But she's so afraid to, lose a boyfriend, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
That wasn't very exciting.
No.
Okay, so music
but
festival.
the part can I just say really quickly, but you can see how naive she is. Like, I knew you were going to have to be there 3 to 4 months. Like, I knew that before they even said it out of their mouths. Like, did you not understand how all of this works?
Right.
Like, you're an unknown. So what do you think? Someone's going to be like, oh, there's a go-see tomorrow at 5:00. They need for you to show up there tomorrow at 5:00. They don't care how you get there. They don't care what happens. Like, that's how they make money. And you've got to show up to things. And so, yeah.
Yeah, I think she's looking for her storyline. She's looking for how she's going to fit into this group, because she said in the beginning of the episode that, all these other women are getting all these other opportunities, and, she wants opportunities also. And so that's why she's, excited about this opportunity to go meet with them. And it's like, okay, but it doesn't work that way. Like, you're not going to get an opportunity just because you're on the show. It has to work. It has to make sense. It has to work for whatever the opportunity is. And, we talked about this. I mean, she's a beautiful woman, but she's not like supermodel material. She doesn't have the like you were saying, those angular features. And, she's too skinny. You have to have some meat on your bones. I don't know.
Well, I think that probably the most interesting storyline that had to do with Layla was when she was like, I can't keep getting my hair done by Jessi. Like, she doesn't get it. I need to go get my hair. It's falling apart. Like, and then her going to Jessi and saying, I wanted to tell you, and Jessi just being like, oh, okay, that's fine. Just tell me. You should have said something to me. I think all of that, like, Layla, you are different. Like, that's what makes you special and unique, and your viewpoint of being like, yeah, I guess I am kind of like, I'm in this group, but I'm also outside of this group. And the fact that you're a lot younger than all these women and seem to be a little more together. I mean, like, there are things, she's not seeing the things about herself and her story that are special and unique and that make Layla Layla.
Yeah.
And make her an interesting person. It's like, lean into that. But I think that's the issue, is that she either doesn't believe in herself, or she doesn't like herself. And this is the eating disorder stuff. She's punishing herself. She's hurting herself because she doesn't like herself.
Yeah. I mean, anorexia is a serious mental illness. It's the highest rate of death of any mental illness.
People always think it's drugs and alcohol, which does take a lot of people, but actually eating disorders are far more dangerous than someone with a drug and alcohol disorder. Far more dangerous.
That's scary.
It is very, very scary. And a lot of times therapists won't, they won't treat someone who has an eating disorder like just casually. Like, lots of times you're like, well, who's your doctor? What's happening here? Who's supervising you? Like, no one. It's very serious. I am worried about her.
Yeah. We'll talk more later about the hot tub scene where she opens up about that. But okay, right now we have to get to the music festival, because shit is going down.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and this is where this theme starts that carries throughout the rest of the season here. That everybody now is at the point where they are so worried about Taylor making it to the Bachelorette and Dakota not fucking it up, because if it gets messed up, it's going to reflect badly on them and being on this show and their opportunities and their money.
This very meta thing that's happening, like on the level we're hearing, oh, we're so worried about Taylor because she's our friend and we care about her. But it's like, no, we all know what it is. It feels like from this time on, the whole season felt this way, but really from this time on, it really feels like we're watching a made-for-TV movie about like some 13-year-old who's the star of a TV show who's like holding everyone hostage, and like the agents and the parents and the producers that they're all running. I mean, that's basically what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone just trying to keep it together for her, help her keep it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they have to be careful what they say and how they handle it. And because she has got to go get on that plane.
Yes.
and go.
Yes. To make this happen.
She barely does. So the first day of this music festival, now this is where we find out that, because I guess Dakota told Jordan and Jessi about this and then they blabbed it to everybody.
Yes.
That happened.
Yeah. Jordan, basically Dakota can't keep his mouth shut about anything.
No,
he tells Jordan.
Neither
can Jordan. Jordan tells Jessi because he needs it to be on the air. And then this spreads like wildfire at Red West.
Yes. So Dakota is hooking up with Shania, who is Miranda's friend.
Miranda and Layla's friend, I guess. We saw her at pickleball.
Yeah, she came to pickleball. Anyway, Miranda's mad. Why is Miranda mad? I guess she's mad because the effect that this is going to have on Taylor, because Taylor's going to flip out.
Yes.
That's her main concern.
Well, and I think, right, I too, if I was any of these women with a head on my shoulders, I would be like, dear God, like, really, Shania?
Why Dakota? Like, of all the men.
Well, and also, like, Shania, you couldn't wait until she got on the plane.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have her phone. Just wait until we get on the plane.
Yeah.
But
also, Dakota might have gone after her, and because he's trying to make Taylor, he's trying to make her jealous. Who knows? But I love how Miranda needs to be the next Bachelorette. She does. She really got her mind together, because she's basically, Shania is saying she just couldn't help herself, because he's love bombing her, and Miranda's like, yeah, he's love bombing you, and she's like, well, it's not love bombing if you like the person, and she's like, love bombing is never good. Like, she's like, what is wrong with you? Yeah. So, I mean, and then Shania sort of acts like she's going to break it off with Dakota, but then she's not.
Yeah. I mean, I have to say, I guess I have a different view of Dakota. I do think he's calculating, and I do think that he is thinking about ways to make Taylor jealous. But I also think that Dakota just needs attention from women. I mean, do you know what I mean? It's like any woman that gives him any kind of attention, he's like, oh, good, I'm going to hold on to you and then love bomb you. And this is what bugs Taylor is the fact that I see that you go from woman, it's not the cheating. It's the fact that I'm not special, and that you keep showing me that I'm not anything unique or special. And that's painful. It's painful to realize, like, oh, I'm just part of this person's dysfunctional pattern. I'm not special.
Right. Yeah. You thought you were special because he was love bombing you. Well, he's doing that to everybody. And that's just how he operates.
Yes.
So then all the women have to have a conference at Jessi's house.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Taylor, crisis management, have to meet about. And then they bring up, I guess, this girl, Jenna. She's back in the picture, and she was the one who Dakota cheated with, like, way back in the beginning when he first came onto the scene. He was lying about it, and And they're like, well, we can't let Taylor find out about this because this will really send her over the edge and she'll never get to the Bachelorette.
Mm-hmm.
So many crises.
Yes, yes.
So that's kind of the end of that episode.
Yeah. Well, there was one point where Dakota does something very shitty, which is he puts it on Shania to deal with all of this, right? He's like, well, I want to move on, but I can't. And he's like saying this, he's putting this on Shania. That's the other thing too, that women don't realize how often men do this. And we think like, oh, you're confiding in me. You care about what I have to say or what I'm thinking. It's like, no, he's just putting his shit on you. He's just saying like, I can't help it. Oh no, I'm broken. Please, Shania, let's make out. You know, I mean, it's.
Yeah, please don't leave me.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Dakota's really, I mean, and what do we even know about Dakota?
Well,
about his past.
We do know because Peggy sent us something, our social media manager. She did say, like, apparently he's been on these various reality TV shows.
Yeah, that's starting to come out.
Coming out here. Where is it? She sent this way back here. I can't find it. But basically, yeah, he's he's been lingering around reality TV for a long time. The other thing too is I also think that all of these people are also on other shows. Like I think there's a lot more maybe reality shows that have to do with Salt Lake that maybe we don't know about, that these like, because apparently some of them have, Mason and some other of these third tier characters have been on these other reality shows that I've never heard of before.
Oh yeah. Isn't one of them like, it was like an outdoorsy type, outdoor survivalist. I think that was what Dakota was on, some show like that. Having to do with survival or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Stuff that's not mainstream or, really mainstream. But yeah, no, he's clearly an attention seeker and and he's probably been trying to get on reality TV for a long time. And, maybe that's how they got together. Maybe he sought her out.
I think he did. I think he did. I think he did see. I mean, and that's what all these other women said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. And that's the thing with Taylor. She knows this. This is what makes her so angry. She knows on a huge level that he is bad, that he's wrong, that he's lying to her.
Mm-hmm.
And it is very hard to believe that someone that you feel like you've had genuine feelings for that they don't have the ability to love you back. And that's very painful. And I think that's what she's feeling. And she won't accept that. She won't see him for who he is. She can't.
No,
she's not ready.
She can't. Not yet.
All right. So let's move to episode 9. There's also this other thing that we haven't talked about, which is like there's a whole thing with Jen and Whitney because they're fighting.
Yeah,
there's
that's
some
like
Dancing with the Stars. Is that the last episode? Well,
yeah,
because that when they do the shoot.
Yeah,
when they get into it during this main title shoot, which I think is somewhere in 8, 9, or 10.
It's in episode 10.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah, we just talked about episode 8.
Uh-huh.
And then, the photo shoot, that stuff is episode 10. So episode 9 is Dakota confesses to Taylor about Shania.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where she's mad at all the women because they didn't tell her first.
Yes,
and she gets on the phone and she starts calling everybody and like, well, when did you know? And why didn't you tell me? And, they all have to talk her down and tiptoe around her. And then Jessi, this didn't help. Well, I don't know why Jessi felt compelled to tell her this, but she tells Taylor that Dakota, quote unquote, nearly had sex with Jenna this week.
Because Jessi knows that if she does not get ahead of this and Taylor finds out that she had any information that she did not share, that
she'll be in trouble.
She'll be in trouble. Yeah, and it's true. And you do get in trouble if you are not. And again, that's another way that whether Taylor's aware of it or not, you're holding everyone hostage.
Yeah.
You really are. Like, you're making it so that they are having to manage your feelings. And that's the stuff that drives me nuts. It's like, nobody owes you any of this. Nobody owes you anything.
Yeah. No. And then she really loses it. So much so that she can't even go to this Sunday sinners party, which I just did not understand this party at all. Like, what are we promoting? What are we doing?
Well, you don't remember from the first season that Macy's had this Sunday Sinner. I think it was like maybe a podcast or a radio show. I never quite understood, or maybe it was YouTube. She's always had this show, and it's a way of just basically getting gossip. And so the producers are like, remember how you have that thing that you do that we haven't talked about in 3 years? Well, let's have a party. There's a lot of gossip that needs to come out. And we need for it to come out now.
Okay. And then they kept showing these shots of all these people lined up outside in front of a Shake Shack, like in a strip mall. It's like, where is this party being held?
I think it's probably like some swig soda place or some kind of, I don't know, in a strip mall. Yeah. I bet you it's a Sunday Sinners. And probably it's like, we're filming for the Mormon wives. So of course.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to show up for that.
Like, what is happening? This is at Shake Shack? No.
Yeah. The other thing, too, this is very quick, which is, again, this shows you the beginning of the end with Jordan and Jessi, where she's like, yeah, I'm going to change my name to my maiden name. I'm going back to Draper. It's like, oh, okay. Like, even I'm like, yeah, Jordan's mad, and he knows. He knows why you're doing this. It's like,
he knows,
but she can't even tell him the truth because he can't handle it. Psych Legal Pop will be back after these messages.
Chicago, 2011. A cop is murdered. Police and prosecutors swear they have the trigger man. He swears he didn't do it. How far will each side go to prove they're right?
Like, it's just one bombshell after another, where you're like, what?
The story of a PlayStation, a brain-eating amoeba, and the relentless pursuit of justice. Off Duty, out now. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Howdy, howdy, ho, and welcome to Fantasy Fan Fellas. I'm Hayden, producer of the Fantasy Fangirls podcast and your resident lover of all things Sanderson.
And I'm Steven, your bookish internet goofball, but you can call me the Smash Daddy.
And we are currently deep diving Brandon Sanderson's fantasy epic, Mistborn. But here's the catch. Steven here has not read Mistborn before.
That's right, hey. So each week, you'll get my unfiltered, raw reactions to every single chapter.
And along the way, we'll do character deep dives, magic explainers, and Steven will even try to guess what's next. Spoiler alert, he'll be wrong.
Newsflash, I'm never wrong. Episodes come out every Wednesday, and you can find Fantasy Fan Fellas wherever you get your podcasts.
He says she's being selfish. She's being selfish because she wants to go back to her old name. It's like, okay, buddy. She's trying to she doesn't want to share anything with you.
No.
At all. She doesn't want to share space with you.
No. And she told him, didn't she tell him during that weird scene where they're making the bed in their bedroom?
Yeah.
Their bedroom was strange. Strange furniture and stuff. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So even at this Sunday Sinners party, like, Taylor's still blowing up everyone's phone.
Yeah.
She is still calling them. She probably didn't sleep last night. She's just been calling people for 2 days.
And so that tells you something very significant about her, which is she cannot sit still. Mm-mm. She cannot sit with her feelings. She cannot be present in her feelings. So either, my guess would be and this is the alcohol part, which is she's either projecting out, call, because I need this. I can't sit still, or I'm just going to drink heavily until I'm so just drunk I pass out and I numb it all out. Yeah. And you can see, like, she has no ability to deal with her feelings and again, Leanne, she didn't teach her any of this. Like, Leanne does the same things. It's just Leanne's life isn't as chaotic.
No, her nervous system is completely deregulated.
Yes, that's a great way of saying it.
And you can just see by just, her face, she's just constantly moving, twitching, talking or blowing up or,
we've all met those people too. And you feel their energy, you feel the anxiety just like radiating off of them. And you're just like, I got to get away from this. This is, too much.
Absolutely.
All right.
So Dakota, he still seems to be trying to, induce a breakdown here. Again, this is part of what we were talking about at the beginning about what he does, you know.
I'm sure.
He's trying to induce a breakdown to stop her from going to the Bachelorette. Clearly. He's just.
So you think
Hail Marys.
This is the thing. I see people like Dakota, and this is the same thing I said about Robin Brown, which is I always see these people and I'm like, are they really bright enough to be this diabolical? But I guess so. I guess you can be. I guess you can be kind of an idiot. And also,
I don't even think you need to be smart. I just think you need to be like, that's just that's what you know. Like, from your whatever's happened to you in your life, you've observed this in other places or been taught it, by your family or whoever. You just instinctively know that, okay, if I do this, I'm going to get this reaction. And you're addicted to that reaction. That's what makes you feel good, important, wanted, whatever. So it has nothing to even do with intelligence. It's just like, it's purely instinctual.
I know. That's one of the things that I struggle with because I always look at everything from this is what the show's about, my own lens. And I know that I look at things through my lens and I'm like, what? How could you make this? I'm like, hello. But I forget that, okay. My life has been different. I've worked on these things.
Yes. And Leanne was not your mother.
And Leanne was not our mother.
Yes.
Thank God. I mean, I'm sure Leanne's a lovely woman, but oh my God. I mean, but again, back to these babies having babies, having babies, having babies. That's the problem. Leanne was too young and she didn't really, she's never known quite how to parent Taylor. And because she's so young and then this is what happens to, and then Taylor's having kids and now she doesn't know how to parent. I mean, it just goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. And then this was really sad. Jace and Michaela separate.
Yeah. Yeah. Though I think honestly, I think this is the best thing for her. I think this is great for Michaela. She's out in California now, I think, and she's living her best life by the beach. And I think she needs this. She has never been able to make her own decisions, be independent, do her own thing. Like, just let her soar like a butterfly,
How is she gonna, how is she gonna get back to
mom talk?
I mean, no. She has 3 kids with this guy. She loves him. He loves her. He's obviously, I felt really sorry for him. When she just kind of got in the car and took the kids and left. It was really sad. And so how is she going to, I feel like she's just going to sort of, because she's not interested in having a man, you know what I mean, in that way. Like she loves Jason. She wants him to, co-parent with her or whatever, but she's not like some of these other women who, they break up and they have to go out and find, a new partnership. I don't think she cares about that. And I feel like she's just going to go to California and just get comfortable. And then
what? And then that's
Jace
it.
And then that's it. And then how's Jace ever going to be able to come back in and be with her and parent the kids and stuff? You know what I mean?
But being with her and parenting the kids are 2 different things. Maybe that's the decision. Maybe she's like, I need lots and lots. That's the other thing is everyone's so mad at Jace because Jace wants sex. And I don't think that we need to again, the 16 and 21 thing, I know really freaks, it's concerning and it does sort of cloud everything. So you're kind of looking at all of this a little differently. And I think that Jace has the right to say that I want an intimate part of our marriage. And she has the right to say, I'm just not in that place right now. So this is how the marriage is going to be. And he has the right to go, well, that's not what I want.
So but he said to, I forget who he said it to. He said it to one of the men that he said it wasn't just about sex, that it was about intimacy, and just he wanted to feel loved by her.
Yeah, and
he didn't feel that.
But that's a very classic. Some of this is, and some of it might be, it might be on her, where she just, right, it's not about sex, but she's not loving. She doesn't kiss him. She doesn't hold him. Mm-hmm. She's not loving towards him. But it is possible, because I've heard this from a lot of my clients, where women will be like, if I even get near him and I give him a hug, like, then they're right to the sex part. Mm-hmm. They're like grabbing at you and want to have sex. And so maybe some of it is she kind of shies away because she knows that's where it goes. And they've tried to talk about this stuff. I mean, men have sex to feel close. Women need to feel close to have sex. There's all of those pieces too. So I think he's thinking about it in terms of, I need to have sex in order to feel close to you. And she's thinking about, like, I don't want to have sex. I'll be close to you, but I don't want to have sex.
Yeah. Well, I just thought it was sad.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Jace is kind of a sad character in general. He's kind of a sad one.
He always looks sad.
Yeah, I know he does, but maybe I'm just being biased because I think he's got the personality of milquetoast.
Yeah,
I'm kind of like, Michaela, God, run.
You don't think so he's got a wild and crazy side?
Yeah. All right.
Okay, now this is the one that main title shoot day. So they're shooting that. This is the intro, right? Where they're all walking in the
blue dresses,
big dresses. Yeah.
Well, yeah. And did you hear that Taylor got a much later call time than everyone else? Like, they all had separate call times because I'm sure they had to get, like a factory line. And so this is the other part that's not being talked about is they will never admit this out loud, but I'm totally with them, which is they are so angry and resentful towards Taylor. Like, everything is laid out for you. You get everything, and you're still effing it up.
Yeah,
for all of us, even though we, again. And I think this one's hard. This is hard. This is the business and friendship stuff that gets mixed together.
Yeah, no, it's starting to show because Taylor is starting to, mess with people's money and opportunities.
Messing with the money. Yeah.
Don't mess with people's money. So Taylor, I wrote down Taylor apologizes.
She does. She comes in because I think she knows she screwed up, and she knows, again, I've talked about this on the show before, these people that just vomit anger and lash out at you and then come back around and go, oh, I'm sorry. It's like, no. Thank you for apologizing, but you have to change your behavior because saying sorry every time doesn't change the pain that you cause people. So, but what bugs me about this is she comes in and she apologizes, and it's almost like, yeah, soon I'll be at the Bachelorette and everything will be fine. It's like, the Bachelorette's not the solution. Why do you guys all keep thinking this is the solution to everything?
I don't know. Yeah, no, people are, they're sick of Taylor. Yeah. So then there's this tension between Whitney and Jen.
Yes.
And Jen says that they aren't really friends. And she's upset because Whitney is still friends with Demi, who bullied Jen.
Yes.
And Whitney's just kind of, starting to get pissed off at Jen. And I really think, this spills over into the next episode, but Jen is just, she wanted to win Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
So when she got eliminated before Whitney, she said on an Instagram Live that she wouldn't be voting for Whitney.
Yeah.
Which was really mean, stupid.
Well, again, this is this delusion a little bit. It's like, I think she was mad at Whitney after the first week. Well, I think she was mad at Whitney because Whitney got what she wanted. I think everyone was mad at Whitney because Whitney was very direct on, I want to get on Dancing with the Stars. I got on the show. Here I go.
And then she was doing really well.
That's the other thing too, is quite frankly, I'm sorry, Jen, you're not a good dancer like she is. She's really good. She is. They're
great
very good.
Personality, her face, everything.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't even watch the season, but I'll watch her dances till the cows come home. I mean, she was very good. And so, yeah. And so that pissed her off. And I think she heard all the rumblings, like Whitney's better. And again, Jen is still very young. And so she doesn't know how to process these feelings. She doesn't know how to feel about this. So she is just angry at Whitney. She's just angry at her. She's jealous. Finding all these and jealous, and she's angry. And so she is using, I mean, I do think that she feels hurt that Whitney's still friends with Demi and all this other kind of stuff. But it's like, no, you're not really upset about the Demi stuff. You're upset because she's more popular and she's getting all these opportunities.
Yeah.
And that hurts.
She tells her about that it's not official, but she's going to be doing Chicago. And that just was the nail in the coffin for Jen. Jen did not come off well this season. I thought, especially towards the end here, she just looks really, really petty. Then, in the most petty thing of all, she sets up this meeting with Whitney to talk back in LA.
Yeah, in LA.
Yeah, and then so instead of Jen showing up, Zach shows up.
Yeah,
and tries to read her the riot act.
Well, there's a little bit of this. I heard some rumblings from Jen and Zach that maybe it was producers that wanted Zach to show up. But it's a little bit like, but you are an adult and you are an executive producer, correct? Right. On the show. We see this on the, you could have said no.
Yeah.
If that is true.
It was wrong. It was terrible. And so, Whitney just walked out after a while. Yeah. I mean, Zach Zach makes my skin crawl. I mean, he just is, something bad is going to happen.
Yeah, I know. Zach is the scariest in some ways, because he's like Jordan in the sense where Dakota, everything's right out in front. Like, I don't think there's anything that you're not seeing with Dakota. It is all there. But I think Zach, like Jordan, there's all this stuff underneath, like just right under the surface that's just brewing. So, and I think also, I'm sure, I don't know, I really didn't like Whitney in the first season. I think she has been pretty misunderstood. And again, I go back to, if she was a man and she said, this is what I wanted, I wonder if people would be so... she's been very direct about what she wants. Is that right? And we seem to be punishing her for it.
Yeah.
I want to be on Dancing Star. I want to be in Chicago. I want this. I want that.
You don't get anything unless you ask for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. Otherwise, things don't just come to you. So then there's the scene with Layla and Jessi and...
Is it Michaela? Macy?
Third person? Macy, I think.
Or Miranda? Someone with an M name.
Yeah. Blonde girl.
A blonde girl with an M name.
So they're in the hot tub at this spa, and Layla confesses that she only weighs 99 pounds.
And she's what, 5'?
They said, aren't you 5'10", 5'9"? Yeah. And she says that that her body hurts.
Yes.
She has no fat on her body. So when her legs touch each other, it's like bone on bone, and it's painful. And you can see in her face too. Her face looks very gaunt, more so than it has looked before or in her confessionals. And, basically she's addicted to taking GPL-1s, and she just keeps taking it, and she can't. I mean, she has anorexia. She has and did you tell me that she did she go into treatment? Some kind of I write that down.
Yeah, I think there was.
Does she
talk about
treatment for it now?
Going into treatment?
I don't know, but she needs to. That's really scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was sad.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about that.
Yeah, I know. It's just, oh, Layla, if you can just see what we see, you know.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart, you know. She's sweet. She's just young. She needs to, you know, she's just finding her way. I mean, again, trauma. How old was she when she got pregnant? I mean, she's only 24.
She's got 2 little boys.
She has a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old, I believe. So she was probably 19 when she got pregnant, you know, met someone at 17 or 18, probably like, I don't know if her ex-husband was her first real relationship, you know, and then they get divorced. I mean, it's just, this is a lot.
It is a lot.
For a young woman.
It is. It is. It is. All right. So let's talk about, oh, dear God, the last 40 minutes of this show, which is just a fucking shitstorm.
So did someone sleep outside in front of Taylor's house just all night waiting to see what time Dakota came out?
You know, a producer's like, he's still in there, and they're just like, yes. You know, I mean, because I think the producers are probably, you know, like, oh, this is a good storyline. Okay, let's go. Let's watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess the night before, we see all the stuff on the screen.
It's
the
like
night before.
It says 12 hours before Taylor's flight takes off.
Dakota goes over there with their child, I guess, to drop the child off, because I didn't realize this, that she needed to take, everyone was going with her. All of her children were going with her to be part of, you know, which makes sense.
And her mom and her sister.
Yeah. So, because she's going to need the help with these kids. So, and then, you know, sure enough, the next morning, it's like 7 a.m. and Dakota's all rumpled, like laughing, kind of coming out to the car.
The walk of shame.
Yeah. No, but he's like giddy. He's not even shamed. He's
No,
like,
he's not.
I did it.
Happy.
I did it. Look at me.
Oh, yeah. And then Taylor's mom and sister show up.
Yeah. Unknown.
To pick her up.
Yeah.
To go to the airport. And she's in bed and she's saying that she's sick.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't feel well. She'll take a later flight.
Yeah. And so they just go to the airport anyway. And
well, they're pissed. I mean,
yeah, I mean, they're pissed, but I mean, this is Taylor. I feel like they're used to this.
Yeah.
So at the airport, all the other women are there with their homemade signs because, again,
they're desperate. They've got to watch her get on the plane.
Right.
They've got to watch her get on that plane.
They need this bachelorette thing to work in order, you know, so that mom talk can continue.
Mm-hmm.
So they are there with their signs, and then they see Leanne and they're like, where's Taylor? And yeah, where is Taylor?
So what I'm confused. So is this when they start to piece it together that Dakota had been there the night before? Like, because obviously only the camera people saw what happened. Mm-hmm. So they don't know.
They don't know yet. I don't know. I can't remember what they said, if they suspected it was Dakota. Mm-hmm. But they were mostly just in disbelief. Like, what is happening? You know? Yeah. And then I guess Taylor does eventually get on a plane, and she's in, you know, the car that picks her up, and she has her last few moments with her cell phone, you know, before they're going to take it away. And she FaceTimes Dakota.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's when he says, you know, save a rose for me, which I wonder how long he practiced that. Or who, I'm sure a producer fed him that line.
Oh, no. He and Jordan have been working on this together. Because again, I think that he and Jordan they're besties. I think they go to the gym together and make dad talk videos. And I don't think, and they don't have anything else going on to do.
They produce the show.
And they produce themselves. Mm-hmm. And so Jordan's like, wait. And then you say, save a rose for me. You know, I mean, I think they're workshopping it.
Yes. They are. They've been workshopping at the gym.
Yes.
But Taylor had the biggest smile on her face when he said that. And it was sincere. She was like, oh my God.
Listen, toxic people, they're good.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Other people can't see it because they don't feel it because, yeah, that person seems like kind of a loser to them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, no, this person is touching into your exact trauma, your exact things. And so they become, and again, anything that's much like a slot machine, anything that's sporadic creates that addiction. You know, again, if you know the person's always going to show up for you, it's super boring.
Yeah, no, that's what social media is based on. It's a slot machine. Okay, maybe this next video, this next TikTok is going to be great.
Yeah.
Let me try. Oh, wait, one more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's addicted to him. And they really should have ended it there. But instead, we have to go to Jessi's Halloween party.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I kind of spaced out about that.
Which was, I don't know why. And Dakota shows up dressed as a red flag.
Of course. He and Jordan have been working on that one.
Yes. And here's the other produced moment. They have to end on this cliffhanger. And they start a pregnancy rumor.
Oh, yes.
Because Dakota just happens to bring up that last time he had sex with Taylor, which was, I don't know, a couple nights ago or whatever it was, she told him she was ovulating. And it's like, this is TMI. And that she hasn't gotten her period yet. So, dun, dun, dun.
As we know, she's not pregnant. But
no.
Dear God, these people love playing with fire, don't they? But that's what Dakota wants. It gets him, he wants to have another baby with her.
Oh yeah, he would love it. That's just more control and
more just up in her world.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so the gossip of the week.
Oh God, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Well, so do you want to talk about because there's the Jessi stuff.
The Call Her Daddy interview.
Yeah. So we both listened to Jessi on Call Her Daddy. And one thing that we both picked up on is how what's the word for it? It's like how detached Jessi is from the things that she's saying, because she's saying things like, oh yeah, and then Jordan did this and then he did that. And then he put cameras in our house and then he spied. I mean, it was just like, just all of these things. And
like it's just a regular thing. Like,
yeah. That like, typical divorce stuff. And so we do learn a bit more about Jessi and what happened. So it sounds like she, got married to someone when she was 20-ish, and they were together for 5 years, and he was awful and toxic and terrible. And so she wants out, and she meets Jordan, and Jordan kind of love bombs her and gives her a way out. So she goes right from that divorce to marrying Jordan. And pretty quickly, because it was of their 5-year marriage, she's wanted out from the beginning. She realized like, oh crap, I made a huge mistake. And I think that was happening at the same time that the fame was coming. Right. And now the fame's coming, and the fame is attached to me being married and a Mormon and the kids and all that. Because I do wonder if the show hadn't come up, would she have been out of this 3 years ago?
Yeah. She says that he's very controlling. He quit his job or whatever I think right when the show started.
But she asked him. She did say she asked him to quit because she needed the help. But
she needed the help, but then he didn't help. She had to hire a full-time nanny. So he was not helping full-time, and he was golfing and working out. And the other thing she said that I didn't realize was that Jordan and Dakota are best friends.
Yes. Yeah.
Like really close friends. And so, so Jordan is really invested in this Dakota Taylor thing, and is probably advising him about, how they can keep Taylor on her toes. And like we were just saying, workshopping ideas and scenes. And
well, they have nothing but this. This is their job. This is their full-time job.
Yeah. Dakota doesn't have a job outside.
No. They make money, they live off these women, and then they're making money from whatever they're getting, whatever paid sponsorships they're getting,
Yeah. So yeah, she talked about how she was constantly having to leave the house just to get away from him and the arguing and the controlling and the, just kind of became a joke about how she had her little travel bag and she'd, take it and go stay at a hotel. And so they had talked about getting a divorce, and they agreed that they were going to tell their kids first, and that they were going to file jointly and, file the paperwork about their assets and whatnot jointly together, being cooperative. And then prior to that, she talked about how, because at the end of this season, or maybe it was, I don't know, at some point in this season, she's worried about this prenup, because she did have him sign a prenup saying that her business that she had long before him would remain her separate property. But she was unsure if it was going to hold up because it was signed by both of them, but not witnessed. But then she went to a lawyer who told her in Utah that under Utah law, it's valid. It doesn't have to be witnessed. So that was a relief. So then he preempted her, and instead of doing what they had agreed, he just goes and files on his own, and before they've told their family or anything. And she left the house. I don't understand this. I mean, she left the house. She's staying in a hotel as of like right now, when she gave this interview, a few weeks ago or whenever she did it. And I'm just like, why does she have to leave the house?
Well, isn't that what the lawyer told her? Like, don't go back into the house, right? You don't want to abandon the house. Isn't that?
You mean after he filed?
Well, yeah. Isn't that the War of the Roses? Like, nobody wants to, if you leave the house. She
doesn't want the house. Like, she doesn't want to move back into the house that was their house. She wants her own new house.
Got it.
She said on the podcast that she is looking for a house. She wants to buy her own house, and then they'll have 50-50 custody between the houses. But she says she wants to sell that house.
That's right. And he loves the house. So
he loves the house.
But he can't afford the house.
No,
right.
He can't afford to buy her out. He doesn't have any of his own money.
The other thing too is I didn't realize that she started the business with her family. So I guess it's like her father's invested in it. They're all invested in it. So I can imagine too, I'm sure that he constantly threatened her, like, I'm going to take this business and I'm going to and your father's going to be out. I'm sure that scared her half to death the whole time.
I think, I mean, that he always held that over her head. He held everything over her head.
Yeah.
He was just, when she would bring up how unhappy she was, he would do this stuff to her and gaslight her. And even with the Marciano, this is laughable because, he's trying to threaten her with this Marciano stuff and use that against her.
Yeah. Infidelity.
Infidelity. Yet she says that, she has evidence of him hiring escorts, possibly attending some kind of sex parties, allegedly, or orgies. She's not quite sure what it is, but someone said to her, "Oh yeah, I saw Jordan at, one of these parties," and she knew what this party was about. So yeah, he's not faithful.
No, but in Jordan's mind, he's the man. I'm the man. And so, yeah, his ego is such that he's got a big ego for a little man. And he can't handle that. It had nothing to do with Marciano or Jessi or anything. It was how her kissing another man looked, what it said about him.
It reflected on him.
It reflected. Thank you. That's the word.
Yeah.
How it reflected back on him. And that's all he cares about.
That's all he cares about. Yeah. She's so detached from this. I mean, her voice didn't even crack.
Yeah.
The entire time she's talking about, and that's another thing, she's so open about, and we were talking about this, maybe this is a generational thing, and maybe because she's been on this show where you have to share your life and you have to do this, but she just has no hesitation about talking about these very, very personal things and painful things, and the way that he treated her. And she's just talking about it like we're discussing, a show on TV or something.
Yeah. So this felt like a lot of TMI for you. It's TMI for me, but not as much as I think it feels like for you. Because I just feel like this is kind of part of it, is that if you're going to put yourself out there, then that's just part of it. Yeah, you can filter what you want to filter, but it is that, what we've seen with the housewives, right? Luann de Lesseps, I mean, she had us all fooled thinking that she was this prim and proper countess. Little did we know she's a party animal, and, all of these other things. And so, right, like for a long time, I think with these older generations, these women that are like more our age, that they very much were like, no, I don't show everything. And then everything comes out. I think here, I don't know if it's, maybe they just learned a lesson, or if it's just, it is the generations, but it's almost a little bit like, me pretending like these things don't bother me, or me lying about this stuff. It's all eventually going to come out. So I got to be honest.
Yeah. Well, and especially with the religion, because this is the religion, well, all religion in its most, like in its most oppressive forms. And, you don't talk about stuff like this, you don't talk about family secrets and that type of thing. But yeah, these women are perfectly comfortable with it, perfectly fine. I don't know. I would also kind of be afraid to go on a huge podcast like that and say all these things when you're in the middle of the divorce.
Yes.
I don't think that was smart.
Probably not.
This guy's going to fight you. And it's like you're pouring gasoline on a fire by now embarrassing him and, exposing things about him. Yeah. It's going to backfire on her.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. I think that Jessi I think that she really wanted to be on Call Her Daddy. And I think she kind of knew, like, this is when they're going to have me on.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah. Because, you don't get on that show unless you have something really to say. Yeah, that's true.
So, anywho. So that's all that. Is there more to that? Well, there's more to Jessi, but is there more to the Jordan? And that it was revealed, right, that Jordan, that he did go, he filed, he went to TMZ, told TMZ, I don't have a comment. Like, he almost said, I know you're going to reach out to me, but I'm already telling you I don't have a comment.
I know you're going to want to talk to me. So I'm just,
please respect my privacy at this time. And I guess all of that came out too. I don't know. There was something weird with all of that. Like, he's so calculated and a bit of an idiot.
He's trying to get ahead of this, because he wants to come out, looking like the victim.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. He tried to, he was trying to get a restraining order against her, and it was denied because it was like, what?
What did she do?
What has she? Please tell me what she has done. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I think that was part of it. I think he wanted to make her look bad and knew that if he came and did that, people would wonder. That kind of backfired. So thus far, not going too well for you, Jordan. So.
No. So after this, Jessi wasted no time in.
Oh God, Jessi. And this is what I'm disappointed about. I'm like, oh, Jessi, you need to be alone. Just focus on you. Yeah. What are you doing? If you want to kiss someone or have sex with someone, find someone outside of this group.
Yes. Well, this is
Dad Talk is not the only place to find men.
Right. There are men outside of Dad Talk. It's so incestuous because, okay, so she kissed Chase, Miranda's ex-husband, and that Chase briefly dated Layla, and Mason is Chase's brother. So she's dated these two brothers.
Yeah. Okay. I think maybe I thought that. And also Chase was part of the soft swinging.
Yeah.
So he and Taylor had something.
Well, I thought I heard something that they didn't actually hook up, but they were part of a larger group where other people were hooking up.
And I think what was controversial about it was at some point, Chase said he had feelings for Taylor, which I guess apparently you're not, then that means, uh-oh.
And was Chase best friends with Taylor's ex, Tate?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, they'd all have to be pretty good friends to be part of this swinging group.
Yeah. Well, when is Tate going to come back into? He needs to get on the show. I'm surprised that he has remained outside of all this, but yeah, she kissed him. I don't know what happened. She was at a party or something, but everyone knew about it. And somebody someone told Miranda, and then I guess Jessi sent Miranda flowers with this note that said, "I understand you being upset with me. I wanted to let you know I'm thinking of you, and I'm so, so sorry." Just call her up and say, "I'm sorry." Send flowers.
Yeah. And then of course, this is what I love about this is, are we going to pick up the phone and call each other? No. I'm going to lip sync a song on social media, on TikTok, and with pointed lyrics, and then give you all a look. Like,
who did this?
So Miranda, she's like, "Oh, watch me get ready this morning while everything's burning." I mean, it's all of those things. They all do it. They are all like,
right. That's how they communicate.
Yes, thank you. This is how they communicate. Instead of saying, "You hurt my feelings, you did this, you did that," let me put on a Taylor Swift song and mouth the lyrics, or let me, this is her response. So dun. I guess, but I know that cameras are down, but I'm sure the producers are like, "God damn it, all this good stuff's happening and the cameras are down."
Well, yeah. And didn't Jessi said something about how that they stopped filming, not because they were afraid of Taylor, because that's what people were saying at first, like that, we're all scared of Taylor now. Look how violent she is. She said that they all wanted to stop because it was too much. It was too awkward, and Taylor's going through all this stuff, and that they were really mostly concerned about her. Again, everyone's got to, tiptoe around Taylor.
Yeah, but I also think at the end of the day, I think they all were like, this is a horrible situation. There's nothing we can say and do that's going to. And also, I think they needed a break. They needed a break. These people have been filmed non-stop since 2023. I mean, really like non-stop. The Housewives, it's like 3 months, and then they have this long break, and then the show comes on, and then, there's downtime in between. These women have had no downtime, zero. They're either filming they've been filming the show the whole time, and then watching themselves on the show, and then having to talk. I mean, they were right to stop, because I think they've figured out like nothing, no matter what we do, it's going to be terrible. It's just going to be bad. So let's just pause.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a wrap on season 4. We don't know yet. I haven't really heard anything new from what's happening with the Bachelorette. I did read something that ABC's gonna honor the contracts with the men, and they're gonna put a bunch of them on Bachelor in Paradise. But no one's gonna know who they are. They're gonna have to totally develop these characters and introduce these people for the first time. So I don't know how maybe they'll make it a longer, better season of Bachelor in Paradise. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, but yeah. Yes. So, and then, but the response from Taylor is, right? She's still putting out videos.
And what is her response? I mean, she doesn't respond.
Her response is, it's back to sort of how she responds to everything. This defensive, like, I'm fine. I'm unbothered about all of these things. And then this defensiveness, and then this like pain, and then back to right. It's just.
Yeah, there was speculation that the guy who she chose, this guy, I think his name is Doug.
Yeah, Doug.
Who we don't even know him, but that's who she chose, that he is maybe in contact with her. I don't know. I'm sure she's back. I'm sure she's with Dakota. Who are we kidding?
I don't even think they're back. I don't think they're back together. I think they're in this dysfunctional, like they're back to this pattern. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're back together. I think they're back.
Well, they're back there.
I guess to their together.
In their, whatever it means for them to be together.
In their toxic cycle.
Right. Exactly.
All right. Wow.
Life goes on.
Life keeps the beat goes on. The beat goes on. So, well, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I'm sure there will be more Mormon wives stories. So if you enjoy our podcast and want more content, go check us out over on Patreon. You get all the shows ad free. We do a weekly bonus. And then for our higher tiers, you get a true crime exclusive and Ask Us Anything. You can follow us on social media at PsychLegalPop. You can subscribe to the show so that you always have everything in your feed. You can leave us a 5-star rating and review. Those reviews really do help us and bring more listeners to the show. And spread the word, tell a friend. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you all next time.
Thanks. Bye.
This message comes from Jackson. Taxes aren't something you can only think about once a year. With investments, planning for tax day is year-round. Fortunately, Jackson offers tax-efficient products. Visit jackson.com for more information on how our products can make your tax bill a little bit less painful. Jackson is short for Jackson Financial Incorporated, Jackson National Life Insurance Company, Lansing, Michigan, and Jackson National Life Insurance Company of New York, Purchase, New York.
Howdy, howdy, ho, and welcome to Fantasy Fan Fellas. I'm Hayden, producer of the Fantasy Fangirls podcast and your resident lover of all things Sanderson.
And I'm Steven, your bookish internet goofball, but you can call me the Smash Daddy.
And we are currently deep diving Brandon Sanderson's fantasy epic, Mistborn. But here's the catch. Steven here has not read Mistborn before.
That's right, hey. So each week, you'll get my unfiltered, raw reactions to every single chapter.
And along the way, we'll do character deep dives, magic explainers, and Steven will even try to guess what's next. Spoiler alert, he'll be wrong.
Newsflash, I'm never wrong. Episodes come out every Wednesday, and you can find Fantasy Fan Fellas wherever you get your podcasts.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Hi, I'm Pace Case.
And I'm Bachelor Clues.
We host Game of Roses, the world's best reality TV podcast. We're covering every show in reality TV at the highest level possible. We analyze The Bachelor, Love is Blind, Perfect Match, Vanderpump, and anything else you find yourself watching with wine and popcorn.
We break down errors, highlight plays, MVPs, and all the competitive elements that make reality TV a sport. And we interview superstar players like Bachelorette Caitlin Bristow and Big Brother champion Taylor Hale.
If you want to know so much about reality TV, you can turn any casual conversation into a PhD-level dissertation. You definitely want to check out Game of Roses.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.